Welcome to the Quick Start tutorial. This is a video to help you set up your daily assessment, which is really the core of the Duck Feet self-coaching system. And the assessment is to help you gain clarity and be accountable and just to have fun with the daily actions that will drastically improve your life. Okay, this is about having fun. It's about moving forward together, and it's about improving your life. And that's what the daily assessment will help you to do. So there's 4 steps here. Step 1 is we're going to start out with 3 or 4 daily or weekly actions. What are the actions that if you did them consistently would drastically improve your life in any area of your life? You know, this could be reading something positive. It could be eating healthy, going to bed on time, sales calls if you're in that kind of business, working out, dinner with family, in any area of your life, financial, health, business, career, family. It's completely up to you. Okay, so what are the 3 or 4 actions that would improve your life? If you did them consistently, not perfect, but more often than not. And then choose one of those actions. So you'll put those down here, 3 or 4, and then you'll choose one of those, and that'll go in the yellow as your priority action. And this action should be maybe the most important to your daily success, or even perhaps the one you can see yourself trying to avoid or having the hardest time completing, because this will be given a higher point value. So you can put that there in the yellow. Now, step 2 is optional, and that is the enrichment. Here it comes. This is the enrichment section, and this is completely optional. This is the daily or weekly activities that will just add value to your life, or things you've always wanted to learn how to do, bring you enjoyment. You know, what hobbies do you like? Things like, learn a foreign language or learn an instrument, practice an instrument, take martial arts classes, learn to hang glide. Things that you've always wanted to learn how to do, or that you've always wanted to do. That would go here. And there's a lot of flexibility in this section, or just simply things that are important to you, but maybe not something that you'll do every single day. Okay, those will go here, because in the enrichment section, they're just 2 here right now. In the enrichment section, you'll be given bonus points. You'll be given a positive point for completing these, but you won't be penalized if you don't. Okay, so these are just kind of like bonus points. Now, choice is for something that a good choice, a good decision, something good that you did that day, that improved your life, but maybe it wasn't on your list. Okay, so you can be given a point for that as well. Step number 3 is a habit. What habit would you like to change, and what action could you replace it with? For instance, rather than procrastinating, you want to act now. Rather than sleeping in, you want to actually wake up on time. So you would put that here, and this will also be given a higher point value and be treated as a priority action. And this is also completely optional. And then step 4 is, what are your active days going to be? What are the game days that you want in your week? How many? You have to take at least one day off. But I mean, you can have, you can do Monday through Friday. You can do every other day. You can do 6 days. You can do 1 day. But just take 1 day off. And that's just, at least you want a little break to keep this fresh and your whole personal journey of growth, this whole process, just to keep it fun. Okay, and not so much of a chore and, something else that I have to do. Okay, so it's about keeping it fun. So that's important. So indicate your days. And very quick note, this is not a to-do list. Okay, this is not, pick up the kids, which hopefully you wouldn't forget, and, get groceries and take the garbage out. Okay, this is productive habits that if you did them every day would improve your life. Okay, so there's a big difference there. And it's very important to make sure that you challenge yourself, but don't frustrate yourself, okay? There's going to be a balance there, and that'll just, take some time and take some experience to figure that out. Okay, so you're all done. You're ready for the preseason. Remember, this is not about perfection. It's simply about moving in a positive direction. And if you go ahead and click Finish, you should actually be taken to your assessment, which should be all filled out and look something like that. Okay, so you should be ready to go. So go ahead and just get a feel for the system, and hopefully we'll see you in a challenge soon. I just want to add 2 things real quick. And number 1, this is very important, is you'll notice on your assessment that it actually says assessment as one of your items. Now, this is really important, and this is so that every single day, every single game day, you actually remember to assess yourself, to go through your day and figure out what it is that you did, and then you would click finalize. We'll get into that on a different tutorial as far as exactly how the assessment works, but just very, very important. Remember, that's why that's there. Very important to assess yourself every game day. That makes this whole system work. And then one more thing that I wanted to bring up, and this is really a huge tip, is the whole point of this is not to complicate your schedule even more. It's not just to give you more stuff to do every day. Okay. So a lot of your items, and you may need to be creative, but a lot of your items, they don't necessarily need to take time out of your schedule. Like some things that you're going to want to, like fitness, going to the gym. Obviously it's going to take a commitment. It's going to take some sacrifice of other things. And, it's something that takes time out of your schedule. But for me, 6 o'clock unplug, just unplugging from all electronics as much as I possibly can at 6 o'clock. That doesn't take any time out of my schedule. It's just something that will improve my family life. And actually going to bed on time, going to bed with my wife is something that will improve family life and improve my health and, allow me to get a good night's of sleep. Those things don't take any time out of my schedule. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Look for things that will improve your life that aren't something that is going to, put an extra crunch on your schedule. Some things are worth it, but not everything on your list has to be one of those.